It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers on Thursday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chiefs in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Los Angeles taking the field led by Justin Herbert, third-year man out of Oregon whose career is off to an incredibly productive start.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener and threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Time to get our first look at one of the star faces of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes and his Kansas City offense. Really the gold standard among NFL offenses since he became the starter in 2018.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on third. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. DeAndre Carter back deep. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Holding offense.
The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night?
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they played much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. It's Eckler again, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Sony Michel, his first carry, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Quick slant completes Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
One of the league's best and most consistent wide receivers in his 10th season in the league. Keenan Allen is just automatic at this point. Nice catch from him there for a first down. 100 catches, 1,100 yards, at least 6 touchdowns a season. Wash, rinse, repeat. But let's not take him for granted. He's a terrific player.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mahomes now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Running on first down, Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Herbert on first down now. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive, give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up first downs. That's what we just saw right there.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. On second down, Eckler. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Here's Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Hopkins' kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
2nd and 8.
Working from the gun, Mahomes to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to it, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was all kept by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers, as they'll have to contend with the New England Patriots. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. And finally, it's the season's only doubleheader on Monday night. Titans-Bills at 7:15, then Vikings-Eagles at 8:30. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Chargers. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap. But he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Finding Edwards-Helaire once again.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
That throw into the arms of Allen. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll get this to about the 38.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Draw play. It's Eckler. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Now it's Herbert.
That's into the hands of Eckler. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now a give running left is Eckler. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Once more, here's Eckler. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert now. And this is going to be incomplete. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that's going to tie us at 13. So matching field goals here to begin this 3rd quarter of play, and we are tied again.
And this is how it's been all game long. Very much like a boxing match. Each team counter-punching each other, neither gaining a clear advantage.
From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. KC's offense ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Mahomes locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On 2nd down and 4. Mahomes. Touchdown! Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 60. And the Chiefs on the final play of the 3rd quarter have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Up past the 30, second down coming up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle with Eckler.
Holding. Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Well, we saw him score on the ground earlier in the ball game. This time, the defense says not so fast.
Yeah, that's good scouting and good awareness, isn't it? Because you always have to be wary of him keeping it himself, especially in this part of the field. Because if he doesn't like what he sees, you know he'll take off and try and go for it himself.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to perhaps salt this one away.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Herbert and the Chargers down by 10. A minute 53 remaining.
They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10.
Now Herbert. He's got Eckler.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Herbert to throw. And that's caught by Williams.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Herbert going to throw.
It's Williams on the catch.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's got Allen.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Chiefs, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers,